Welcome to Community-Based Marketing, Marketing 3950 at Cal State LA. Today we'll be covering the 10-step strategic planning model from Social Marketing, Behavior Change for Good, 7th edition. The 10-step planning model, a social marketing planning primer. Highlighting the social issue the plan is intended to impact and its purpose, focus, priority audience, major marketing objectives, and goals, desired positioning, marketing mix strategies, which are the 4 Ps, and evaluation, budget, and implementation. This is an iterative, nonlinear process with numerous feedback loops that require marketing research to develop most steps. Other planning models of interest, the logic model, CDC Energy, Precede Proceed, People Place model of social change, and the creative brief. The standout aspects of the 10-step model: the priority audiences are selected before objectives and goals are established. The competition isn't identified in the situational analysis, and the goals are quantifiable measure of the plan versus the broader purpose of the plan. Any social marketing program must include a focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is an important step required to break the cycle of traditional marketing and advertising efforts that are based on the same structures, institutions, and systems that have perpetuated racism. Questions to be asked during the planning process are we acknowledging the pervasiveness of racism in our individual psyches, cultures, systems, and institutions, and building our expertise in racial equality, so we understand how they may influence the design, content, or implementation of a particular social marketing intervention? Are we considering the ways in which DEI is centered in our framing of the social problem, or how we interpret effectiveness in social marketing interventions? Whose narrative are we using to inform the development of social marketing interventions, research, and evaluations? Are we applying concepts and translating approaches from a wide cross-section of disciplines and community partners to develop social marketing strategy? Are we recognizing the unique ways in which targeted stakeholders experience privilege and oppression as a result of overlapping social stratification? This type of thinking helps social marketing programs move our society forward in the fight against structural racism. Step 1 is describing social issues, DEI considerations, background, purpose, and focus. The social issue, the first step is to note the social issue to be addressed through the project. Summarize the factors that have led to the development of the plan. Problem statement, this may include epidemiological, scientific, or other research data related to a public health crisis, safety concern, an environmental threat, or a need for community involvement. A purpose statement, this helps to clarify the benefit of the benefit of a successful campaign. And focus, select one focus from any factors that may contribute to the purpose. Conduct a situational analysis, step 2. SWOT analysis is short for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It is a quick audit of factors and forces in the internal and external environments that may impact subsequent planning decisions. A SWOT audit recognizes organizational strengths to maximize and weaknesses to minimize. Internal factors may include availability of resources, management support, current alliances and partners, delivery capabilities, and priority issues. External forces in the marketplace that represent opportunities to take advantage of or threats to prepare for could include cultural, technological, natural, demographic, economic, political, and legal forces. Select a priority audience. Describe audiences using characteristics such as state of change or readiness to act, demographics, geographics, related behavior, psychographics, social networks, community assets, size of the market. Besides, a priority audience's marketing plans may also identify additional secondary markets and strategies to influence. The three-step process is segmenting the market into similar groups, evaluating segments based on a set of criteria, and choosing one or more of the focal points for determining a specific desired behavior, positioning, and marketing intervention mix strategy. Set behavior objectives and goals. Behavior objectives may include something social marketers want to influence the priority audience to do. It may be something social marketers want the priority audience to accept, reject, modify, abandon, switch, or continue. Knowledge objectives include information or facts social marketers want the market to be aware of. Belief objectives. These relate to feelings and attitudes. Establishing quantifiable measures. In this step, goals relative to the objectives of the program are established. Ideally, goals should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, otherwise known as SMART. These goals have significant impact for the program budgets. They provide clear direction for evaluation measures later in the planning process. Identify priority audience insights. Understanding the competition. Before developing a positioning and marketing intervention mix for the priority audience, understanding the competition. Understand what the priority audience is currently doing or their preferences. Barriers. Understand the real and or perceived barriers of the priority audience of the proposed behavior. Understand the benefits they want in exchange. Understand their motivations to buy into the proposed behavior. Develop positioning statement. A positioning statement was first popularized in the 1980s. A positioning statement describes how you want your priority audience to see the behavior you want them to achieve relative to competing behaviors. Branding is a strategy to help secure the desired position outlined in the social marketing program. So, methodology. Both the positioning statement and the brand identity are inspired by the description of the priority audience. They are also inspired by the list of competitors, barriers, benefits, and motivators to action. The positioning statement guides the development of the strategic marketing intervention mix. Develop strategic marketing intervention mix. The 4 Ps are intervention tools to influence and help the priority audience to adopt the desired behavior. They include product, price, place, and promotional strategies. Some suggest adding to the 4 Ps other components of the social marketing plan that start with the P is pilot, an implementation strategy, partners, potential messengers, funding sources, distribution channels, and/or implementation strategies. Intervention mix. Prompts, policies, services, promotions. Policymakers, a priority audience to influential others. A blend of these elements constitutes the marketing intervention mix. It is the determinants, independent variables, used to influence behavior, the dependent variables. As we look at the intervention mix, the 4 Ps, let's focus on product. Core products contain benefits the priority audience values and believes they will experience as a result of acting. Highlight the core product. The list of desired benefits and potential motivators and positioning statements may be used to develop this component. The actual product describes in detail the features of the desired behavior and any tangible goods and services that will support the desired behavior. Augmented product refers to any additional tangible goods or services that is included in the offer or that will be promoted to the priority audience. Let's talk price. Monetary costs. This is the program-related fee, if any, that the priority audience will pay. Monetary incentives may include discount coupons or rebates that may be offered to the priority audience. Monetary disincentives may include fines, for example, if you get caught speeding. Non-monetary incentives may include public recognition, and non-monetary disincentives may include negative public visibility. Arriving at these strategies begins with identifying major costs for the priority audience associated with adopting these behaviors. Place is where and when the priority audience will perform the desired behaviors and/or acquire any campaign-related tangible goods or receive any services associated with the campaign. Distribution channel is a place also referred to as the delivery system. Distribution channels are distinct from communication channels, which are where promotional messages will appear. Persuasive communication strategies cover decision related to key messages. What is it to be communicated? Messengers. Any spokespersons, sponsors, partners, actors, or influence others to deliver the messages. Creative elements. Any logos, taglines, and graphics. Any branding. Communication channels, where the promotional message will appear. The development of the promotional plan is guided by information and decisions up to this point. An evaluation plan outlines what measures will be used to evaluate the success of a social marketing effort and how and when these measurements will be taken. In development, the plan is derived from the desired levels of change in behavior, knowledge, and beliefs established in Step 4. It is developed before devising a budget plan, ensuring that the funds for this activity are included. There are typically four categories of measures. The input measure measures resources contributed to the campaign. Output measures are the campaign's activities. Outcome measures the audience responses and change in knowledge, belief, and behavior. And the impact measure contributes to the effort's purpose. The process to establish budgets and funding are based on draft product benefits and features, price incentive, distribution channels, proposed promotion, and evaluation plan. Based on the outcomes at this stage, strategy goals and timeframes may be revised, the audience prioritized, and additional funding resource secured. Only the final budget is presented. So completing the implementation plan constitutes wrapping up, which is the document specifies who will do what, when, and for how much. It transcends the marketing strategies into specific actions. In real marketing plans, this step provides a clear picture of outputs, responsibilities, timeframes, and budget. For this reason, this document is even shared with important internal groups. Detailed activities are provided for the first year. Broader references are provided for the subsequent years. The importance of a systematic process of clarifying your plan's purpose and focus and analyzing the marketplace helps select the appropriate priority audience. Taking the time to understand the audience helps to establish realistic behaviors, objectives, and goals. Developing an integrated strategy helps create real behavior change. Taking time to establish how to measure performance helps in budgeting and implementation. So, questions for advertising. How can you know whether ads on the side of buses, a communication channel, are really a good idea if you don't know how long the message needs to be? How can you know your slogan, your message, if you don't know what you're selling, your product? How can you know how to position your product if you don't know what your audience perceives as the benefit and cost for their current behavior compared to the behaviors you are promising? And there's also spiral planning. Planning may be accurately described in a spiral rather than a linear in nature. Each step is a draft. The planner must be flexible by going back to one of the 10 planning steps when something's not working. The role of research plays an important role in the development of each step in the social marketing process. Focused marketing research is at the core of success at every phase of this planning process. It provides critical insights into the priority audience, marketplace, and organizational realities. This is the 10-step strategic planning model for Marketing 3950 community-based social marketing at Cal State LA.